You're probably using AI to code now. And I mean, that makes sense, right? AI makes you more productive, code faster, give you answers. But after working with hundreds of engineers, using AI myself, there's one mistake that everyone's making that's preventing them from getting their dream job. Now I'm going to talk about the engineering life cycle for a little bit. When you first start out, you don't know anything. You're frantically Googling stuff. You don't know how to express what you're trying to do. You don't know how to ask for help. And that's step one. But you're starting to put the pieces together. One thing here, one thing there. You learn what a string is. You learn what an array is. Well, the problems just keep getting harder. You just know more. So you wonder, how do I reverse a string? Why isn't my function returning what I think it's returning? How do I reverse an array? How do I do this all without using string or array methods? And you're banging your head against the computer because you feel like you should know this, but you don't. And with all the frustration and banging against the keyboard, you realize, why don't I just take the easy way out and ask ChatGPT? Which isn't wrong. But how you use ChatGPT is wrong. And I'll tell you why. ChatGPT will give you a couple answers based on your question, and you go, that must be it. I'm going to copy and paste it. With zero confidence that you know it's going to work or not. Will it work? Maybe, maybe not. If it does work, do you know why? Probably not. That's why you asked ChatGPT. But to be honest, you probably didn't learn anything in that whole exchange. And at this point in your career, it's not that you're using ChatGPT, it's that you're not learning anything when you use ChatGPT because you want to feel more productive, like you're moving forward, and that's totally reasonable. But it's stunting your growth as a developer when you get into an interview where someone's going to ask you to code on a Google Doc or on a notepad or maybe even do it by hand. That still happens. You're not equipped because you don't have ChatGPT. So I know you're not going to stop using ChatGPT because of what I said. So I came up with a 3-step framework for you to get the most out of ChatGPT and learn at the same time. Step number 1, this is going to sound really stupid. Recite the problem to yourself. What are you trying to do at the point in the problem? If I said I want you to find all of the even numbers in an array, what part are you getting stuck on? Are you getting stuck on the iteration? Are you getting stuck on for loop syntax? Or what are you getting stuck on? Recite the problem out loud. Once you can identify that in plain English, it makes searching for the specific problem way easier. As opposed to you have a problem you need to solve and you just ask ChatGPT and then you do it and you don't even know if it's right or if it's good or whatever. So we isolate the problem down and we recite the problem out loud. Once you can recite the problem out loud, you know how to ask for it, if it's ChatGPT or Google or whatever you're using. So in the corner when you're like, how do I find the third element of a string? Okay, cool. Well, you don't need ChatGPT. You can just Google that. ChatGPT might give you a few other answers and you can train it to do whatever you want. But now you know the problem. So now you found the answer, right? However you got it, because you can identify your problem. Before just implementing it, take the thing that you learned and play with it. Go into the console, preferably in your terminal or in Chrome, and make sure it does what you think it does. The number of times I see junior engineers just throwing stuff into a code editor and go, I don't know why it worked, doesn't help anyone. So if you're stuck and you're like, oh, that's how you grab the third element of a string, or that's how you grab the last element of an array, or that's how you clone an array, great. Go try it. Go validate the thing that you just learned. And because before you put it into a complex program, you want to make sure that the thing that you think it's doing, don't think that made sense, actually does what it's going to do. So that's one less thing you need to worry about in your program and debug. Okay, so this is the last step. First step, we recite the problem out loud so we can find it. 2, we use ChatGPT or AI or whatever Google thing to find the solution to the problem we recited. Then we validate it. That's a big step 2. Now what? Great. we implement it into our program. Maybe we have a complex program and we need to do something specific. Well, we know it works, right? So we can add to the program. And if we're going to have a bug, it's not going to be there. It's going to be somewhere else where we probably didn't do this step. You can apply this to anything. Methodically go through, question, validate, implement every single time, no matter what your problem is in programming. So to recap, using these tools like AI, ChatGPT, whatever GPT, definitely increases productivity. But your job right now to get your dream job isn't to increase productivity. It's to increase the rate that you're learning at. So use ChatGPT, use AI, just don't copy and paste the answer without knowing what it does. You're going to go way farther knowing why something is the way it is and going slower than just blindly thinking you know the answer. And when you're in interviews or jobs, it's okay not to know the answer, but it's a skill to know how to answer the question for yourself, and then, or if you're stuck, communicate that and ask other people. This alone is going to separate you and put you in the top 1% of developers teaching themselves how to program. Thanks for watching. Welcome to the channel. My name's Scott. Like, subscribe, share. Hope you enjoy. Talk to you soon.